Without wasting your time, we are going to share top 5 best blender for nut butter 2022. The product links are in the description and in first comment. The number 5 on the list is KitchenAid. KitchenAid, the major benefits are clear, excellent reputation, 100-year history proven, durability, superior performance and undeniable versatility. But there are a few downsides to consider. 2. They're expensive, come with a short warranty, and are heavy and bulky. In my opinion, KitchenAid mixers are absolutely worth it, especially if you love to bake. They can last decades or longer and do so much more than mixing cookie dough. If you're an occasional baker on a tight budget, you can certainly get by fine with another cheaper mixer. But keep in mind that you'll eventually have to replace it when it breaks down. Few are as long-lasting as KitchenAid. I've laid out the pros, cons and key facts, and now it's time to make up your mind if it's worth it to you. Take action and get the best model for your lifestyle. Visit Amazon or KitchenAid now to learn more, read reviews and check the current pricing. This blender is great for delicious creations with preset recipe programs, ice crush, icy drinks and smoothie. Or control the taste and texture to fit your personal preference with the 5-speed variable speed dial. The soft start feature starts the motor at a slower speed to pull food into the blade, then quickly increases to the selected speed setting to avoid splatter. It also features IntelliSpeed motor control, which senses contents and maintains the optimal speed to power through all ingredients. Blend your best tasting smoothies with the blender that delivers smoother results on tough ingredients compared to a leading competitor. In addition to the ounces blending jar, this blender also includes a personal blender jar that first blends your smoothie, then converts to an on-the-go container and comes equipped with a resealable screw-on lid for easy drinking. It's great for all of your best tasting creations with 3 preset recipe programs: ice crush, icy drinks and smoothie. Or control the taste and texture to fit your personal preference with the 5-speed variable speed dial. The soft start feature starts the motor at a slower speed to pull food into the blade, then quickly increases to the selected speed setting to avoid splatter. The number 4 on the list is Ninja SS. Ninja SS, if you prefer to be able to choose between a personal smoothie and a smoothie bowl, then the Foodie Smoothie Bowl Maker and Nutrient Extractor is a great pick. This personal blender's jar features a built-in tamper and doesn't need as much liquid to blend ingredients to a smooth, very thick consistency, perfect for a smoothie bowl. In our tests, this model tackled both green and berry smoothies with ease, with very few residual seeds and super smooth results. This model also suctions firmly to your counter, which keeps it completely in place for its pulse-style auto smoothie setting. In addition to the 14-ounce smoothie bowl jar, this model comes with 2 24-ounce blender jars with travel lids, which are all dishwasher safe. If you want the option to switch between personal smoothies and blending up party-sized batches of frozen margaritas, then the Foodie Power Blender and Processor System is another great pick from the Ninja Foodie line. In our tests, the blender produced smooth and creamy soups and milkshakes. Ninja Foodie Smoothie Bowl Maker and Nutrient Extractor with Smart Torque is designed to blend and power through the thickest ingredients at high speed and never stall. One base with multi-functions. The Ninja Nutrient Extraction Cup and Spout Lid for smoothies and extractions. The Smoothie Bowl Maker with built-in tamper powers through frozen foods with less liquid for thick smoothie bowls and nut butters. Peak watt power dense motor. Now I want to say that I went back and forth about whether to get a large glass blender as I'd had before, or whether to get this BPA-free plastic individual smoothie cup blender with the nut butter cup included. Because the glass jar on our previous blender was so heavy, and yet the jar wasn't quite big enough for us each to get a large smoothie, and because we really only used it for smoothies, it made far more sense for us to get this blender. As a professional writer, my hands have been overused, so avoiding the heavy full glass jar is great. Having said that, the smoothie cups are so large that we can actually use only one of them and then pour nice servings for each, or pour out half for each and then add some juice or plant milk. So it's really perfect for us in terms of the capabilities and provided containers. The number 3 on the list is Breville Fresh and Furious Blender. Breville Fresh and Furious Blender, we were very impressed with how well this blender performed for its great price point. The green smoothie setting yielded a smooth and creamy texture with no sign of fibrous kale or spinach. This blender also has a regular smoothie button, which will provide you with a juice bar quality smoothie in 1 minute. In our tests, this blender pureed soup to a silky smooth texture and produced a mighty fine margarita as well. The Fresh and Furious is easy to clean, and the jar and lid are dishwasher safe. In our tests, we found very few flaws, though the jar is just 50 ounces and became stained a little from tomato sauce. Another high-performing blender from Breville that we have tested is the Breville 3X Blueser Pro. In our tests, this model produced creamy and smooth soup and a strawberry green smoothie that had no sign of kale. While this model is a little more pricey, it does offer the ability to juice with it as well. 2 appliances in one. This blender was purchased to replace our previous Breville unit of the same model. The old one was used daily for smoothies. Truly no other blender has performed as well at macerating frozen fruits as this blender. The previous unit lasted well over 10 years of daily abuse. However, over that period of time it was necessary to replace the pitcher and cutters, once not unreasonable. As others have mentioned, and it's not a small point, this thing is extremely noisy. Make certain that everyone is already awake in the house, because they surely will be after using it. In fact, maybe keeping a pair of hearing protectors nearby would be advisable. While the older model was noisy, it is no contest with this one. I attribute the difference to the higher power motor in this updated model turning out of the older unit. This is not an inexpensive blender, but the fact that I have now purchased a second replacement says it all about my satisfaction. I use it primarily for making oat milk. It is quieter on the high setting than my Oster does a much better job. The blender has a very high quality plastic wide base jar. I was a little put off by plastic at first, but read up on the topic. This kind of paw-free plastic holds up better than glass on a blender with a higher powered motor. The blender base has easy-to-read controls and automatic timer, clever tight-fitting lid. They have thought of everything, including a little slot for your fingers to pull the blender toward you on the counter, suction feet, and a ring-shaped pull for the plug. You don't have to remove the blades for cleaning, and it is a solid machine. The auto-clean cycle is very thorough with different speeds. The number 2 on the list is NutriBullet. NutriBullet, this well-priced and high-powered blender comes with 3 jars, making it super versatile and our pick for the best value. It comes with a 64-ounce pitcher for large batches and 2 different personal-sized cups, 32 ounces and 24 ounces with a handle. Both cups have lids that make it easy to take your smoothie to go. It features an extract button that blends smoothies at pre-programmed variable speeds. We blended kale smoothies in all 3 jars and all were uniformly smooth with no flecks. It also blasted through frozen strawberries effortlessly to make a delicious evenly processed query. The base is not much larger than other NutriBullet models and it has suction cups on the bottom that reliably prevent it from shifting around. The blades screw onto the top of the personal cups and then get inverted to be blended, so be careful to unscrew the personal blending cups from the base of the blender when you're done blending. It's easy to accidentally make a mess if unscrew the cup from the blade instead. This highly popular Cuisinart blender food processor combo has a low-profile 40-ounce glass jar and 7 blending and processing options that are clearly marked and easy to use. We love that it comes with a compact food processor bowl for chopping, stirring and shredding. When blender testing, we found that this blender was very easy to clean and that it ground ingredients exceptionally well. And once the food processor attachment was on, we were even more impressed with how this model minced parsley, shredded carrots, and sliced pepperoni. All parts except for the base are dishwasher safe. Of note, at 500 watts, this is not the most high-powered blender, and if you do overwork the blender it will stop working temporarily until it cools down. The number 1 on the list is Vitamix Explorient Blender. Vitamix Explorient Blender, there's nothing the showpiece Vitamix can't do when it comes to blending, pureeing and grinding ingredients with pro quality, precision and control. It can make everything from silky smooth green smooths to creamy soup and more. The ultra-powerful motor has variable speed settings and its heavy-duty base won't easily shift on the counter when in use. The controls are intuitive and fuss-free, and this machine excelled in every one of our kitchen appliances lab tests, easily grinding coffee beans and whirling up milkshakes and silky smooth margaritas in seconds. It's an investment, but you won't find a better performing, more durable pick. It's a fraction of the cost of other Vitamix models. One note is that the carafe is on the small side at just 6 cups in need of a blender. With a larger carafe, the Vitamix Ascent blender also performed exceptionally well at grinding nut butter and blending milkshakes and smoothies. It has a 64-ounce jar, one of the largest we evaluated, which means it's perfect for big batches. We found the touchscreen controls easy to use, the jar fits on the base nicely, and the see-through plastic lid comes on and off effortlessly.